This security checkpoint at Austin Bergstrom Airport looks pretty empty right now, but come tomorrow it will be filled with passengers as Austin expects its busiest travel week of the year. Voting is nice and easy here at the Austin Recreation Center. I mean, there's a lot of parking and there's not a lot of that in Austin. So we're seeing lots of people come in and out. In fact, there's one right now. Hi ma'am, did you just vote?
Yes.
We're here with KXAN. Will you tell me something about how long the lines are?
Oh, hardly long at all.
You can feel the energy, see the flags waving, and the excitement as the crowd comes together to celebrate Mexican Independence Day here in Austin. The intersection behind me was closed for about 3 hours since the incident occurred. Now, if you'll take a look, you can still see the green markings on the road as police try to piece together what happened. Police are looking for a shooter on the run as we speak. As you can see behind the caution tape here, we've got some cars with bullet holes in the windows and bullet casings on the ground. Now let's put this damage into perspective. Now take a look at this map right here. You see all these colors? Those are evacuation zones. Tammy actually lives just east of Tampa, so not even in an evacuation zone, and she still saw all of this damage. This gushing water behind me has been the source of a lot of headaches today. Most of Metro Atlanta has been without water since the early hours of this morning, mainly because this water main connects 3 major lines throughout the city. Here at the 13th Annual Austin Food and Wine Festival, they're serving up lots of different foods, anything from elk tacos to a classic Texas barbecue sandwich. The main issue, is teaching about religion in public schools constitutional? We're about to find out. Look at this wildfire burning in California. The park fire is exploding in size and tearing through communities in the northern part of the state. As early voting begins in Austin, local businesses are offering sweet incentives for voters. A popular DeKalb County restaurant may have to temporarily close its doors because a car smashed into its patio. It happened at Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on Church Street in Decatur. You can see the large amount of damage. The return of the hot temperatures are back, which is unfortunate because I was just starting to wear my sweatpants. A man out on bond charges of breaking into cars has been arrested again. Hey guys, the most wonderful time of the year is finally here, and it's time to bring out the puffer like I did, because for people in Texas, 60 degrees feels like we're in the Arctic. But it'll be the first time the incoming U.S. border czar visits the area since being tapped by President-elect Donald Trump. KXAN's Will Dupree reports. A family is looking for justice on what they call a dangerous stretch of road in Bastrop County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gracie Kirschner. Texas Athletics was fined $250,000 after the student section threw water bottles on the field in a football game against Georgia. Texas fans were upset with a holding call that was later reversed. And if you're looking to change up your views for walks here in town, you're in luck. Phase 1 of the Violet Crown project is officially complete. On a day meant to celebrate our nation's leaders, thousands took to the state capitol to speak out against the current president as part of a national grassroots movement called 50-51, which stands for 50 protests in 50 states on one day.
This president is not a leader. He's not for the people.
Their main critiques: Trump's executive orders and the cuts made by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. Kristen Jen felt the impact of those cuts when she lost her job as a national park ranger just 2 days after Trump's inauguration.
Losing my dream job was traumatizing, honestly. I couldn't believe that the federal government would take my job away just because they are trying to trim the budget.
That's why she's urging people to speak up.
If you want to get stuff done, if you want to make change, you got to mobilize and organize.
President's Day's protest wasn't the only one we've seen in Austin this month. In fact, there was one right here at the Capitol on February 5th. And one here at Littlefield Fountain on February 12th. And even one this past weekend at a Tesla store. And people are organizing all over the country. Many even bringing their children on their day off from school. On President's Day alone, 80 protests took place across the U.S. And organizers say it's just the beginning.
I'm scared. I think we're all scared, but I think we're more curious
and we're more ready for a change.
Gracie Kirschner, reporting Texas TV.
So it would be very hard to lose everything we built in 6 years, all the community, all the customers.
For business owners like Oz Millman, the passing of Senate Bill 3, a ban on all consumable THC products, means starting over.
If it's going to pass, I will probably have to explore other states, and it's very sad to me.
And it's not just Millman that's feeling the impact. Senate Bill 3 requires only pure CBD and CBG. The current law, passed in 2019, allows hemp-derived products that contain less than 0.3% of THC. Some say meeting this new threshold is virtually impossible, and the economic impact detrimental.
That it would be a $7.5 billion negative impact to the economy, and we would lose 40,000 jobs, just over 40,000 jobs. I almost think that it would be even more dire consequences. I think the entire industry would be wiped out.
Before the Senate vote, Senator Charles Perry, the bill's author, said saving Texans from addiction and behavioral health issues caused by synthetic THC products outweighs industry profits.
Some of these hemp shops may go out of business, but they brought this on themselves.
Now, if this THC ban bill were to pass, products like pre-rolled joints, edible gummies, or even CBD dog treats would poof, cease to exist. At Happy Cactus, another Austin THC shop, there would only be one product left in store: wild CBD gummies.
The only product we have in our shop that is completely THC free.
And it's about 1% of our business.
But they believe there's a middle ground to save business and protect consumers. Regulation instead of elimination. Gracie Kirschner, reporting Texas TV.
We thank you, Father God, for the community that
Jeanette
you bring
Valdez
together
Duran
to receive
knows
this blessing
need.
of food.
She spent 3 years on the streets of North Austin.
So let's start unpacking those.
Finding
right here.
food was difficult. Sometimes she wouldn't eat at all. Now she's using her good fortune to give back through mobile blessings from the heart.
I give to the community, and why we feed the community is because I know that this is my purpose in life.
What started with a sign that said free food in her parents' driveway has grown to 200 families per weekend, in partnerships with Trader Joe's and the Central Texas Food Bank, who donate their extra goods for her to distribute. So every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, rain, snow, sleet, or shine, you'll find her here in a vacant lot. It's here that she and her team of volunteers unload, sort, and distribute the food to people like Veronica, who have been coming to Jeanette for almost 7 years.
I used to come here like when times were hard, and she used to always get me through.
People come from all over Central Texas with trash cans, laundry bins, and luggage to fill with food.
As you come through the table, we ask you, what would you like? And then they pick out what they want, and then we say, go ahead and take it.
Everything up first.
Jeanette is determined to expand her reach to even more people.
We need a building so that we can provide shelter for these families that are coming to receive this food.
She also hopes to buy a truck and take her operation on the road. She's, of course, the brains behind the operation, but she says she's really just the hands and feet, as her faith drives this mission.
I take no credit for this. We give God the glory for everything that we receive.
Gracie Kirschner, KXAN News.